judge is stupid. The judge doesn't get it. The judge didn't compensate me for my tools. Okay. I get the fact that you're using your tools. I get the fact that you're driving a vehicle there. I get the fact that it was an hour or two. I get the fact. So I'm going to give you the benefit.
Yeah, in the other 2 other hour that you just said for going to the store.
Yeah, then why'd you bill him for 5?
Well, as is, it just.
Wait a minute. I want to know why you billed him for 5. Because you thought the insurance company was going to pay the bill?
No.
Well, then why'd you bill him for 5 if you're.
Minimum no matter what.
Did you tell anybody that?
Yes. And he just admitted.
Well, then, so let's say it's a 4-hour bill minimum and you adequately conveyed that. Why'd you bill for 5?
4-hour minimum and then the hour it took for the job.
Now it only took an hour for the job?
It was roughly $500 what the estimate was supposed to be. To do the job.
They didn't complete it.
I don't want to hear anymore.
Sorry.
My inclination was correct the whole time. That's all I can tell everybody. I was wrong at first because I thought they did more. I thought they put a window in. I didn't think that you put the window. Stop it. I don't want to hear anymore.
But the window wasn't the only thing.
Stop. Listen to me. You buried yourself here.
I gave a rate before we went to the job.
You told them about 500, right? You billed an hourly rate at $85 an hour. That's the invoice that you sent out, right? It's clear from listening to you, you didn't spend 5 hours, nor did an employee there. It's abundantly clear.
But the minimum I told them.
Then you shouldn't have billed it by an hourly rate of $85. Did you bill this?
Yes.
Come here, John. You want to keep arguing? Let's argue. Show me invoice. What's the invoice say?
Rate $85.
5 quantity, right?
Yes.
And you said that means 5 hours, right?
Yes.
All right, well, that's a lie, isn't it?
No.
It's not a lie. We just went through the whole thing. And we talked about the fact that at most it was 3 hours. And you put 5 on there, didn't you?
Yes.
And then you said 4-hour minimum plus the 1 hour they were working. What in the world does that mean? Give me that invoice back.
All the time, it's people.
I'm sorry?
All the time, that's what you do.
Sir,
Rodney.
and sir, your name. I'm sorry, your first name?
Dale.
Dale Hope. Did you perform? I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand. Everybody else is still under oath. You solemnly swear affirm under penalty of perjury, Mr. Holbrook, that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
Yeah, no.
Did you go out and perform work at Mr. Karatny's residence at 23862 Meadows Avenue on or about July the 29th?
And employees that way.
Were you there?
No.
Well, I need the guy who did the work. Let me show you this. Let me show you this picture here. John, did you talk to your employees?
Yes. The pictures were sent to me.
Who sent them to you?
The employee at the time.
Is he still with you? Did he get fired?
Yes.
When?
He had to work for me in. I will be. Okay, September.
Look at that picture.
Yes.
What did he do?
Boarded up window.
How long do you think that took? I couldn't, listen, if you want me to, if I need to, we'll subpoena him. How much time, do you know what the work they did? Have you done that kind of work before?
Yes. It was.
How long would that have taken?
Well, a lot goes into. It's not just the board.
I want to know how long you think that took him. What did he do? He put up that Viz Queen there?
How long it would have took him to board the actual window up?
To do the whole thing?
Probably the whole entire job completely from the call. Okay, 3 to 4 hours.
What would he have had to do?
Go to the store, pick up material. after the job was done, dispose of the glass that we had to take out.
Well, so he'd have gone to Lowe's or Home Depot, picked up the materials on his way, and then he would have done the boarding. He would have pulled out the glass. What else would he have done?
By the time starts from the car, so driving to the store, fuel,
Fuel.
yeah,
What do you need fuel for to perform that job?
drive to the job.
You mean every time he gets a call for a job, he's got to go refuel?
That's what the company would charge.
Listen to what I'm telling you. If he got a call today from Mr. Karatny at your office, you told dispatch this guy, and then tomorrow I called and said, I want you to do this same work. He wouldn't have had to refuel 2 days ago, bro, would he? Do you get my question? You're saying he had to refuel? You're charging the guy to refuel? Every customer you charge to refuel?
Fuel to get to the job, it's all factored into the hourly.
You said he had to refuel. Did I misunderstand you?
No, I'm telling you that it costs fuel to get you the job and go get it.
Well, that's different than saying he had to refuel.
Right, no, I didn't say he had to refuel.
I thought you said he had to refuel.
No.
Did you not say
The
that?
cost is fuel, going to the store, driving to the
How
job.
much you charge in fuel?
There's no, it's factored into the $85 an hour. Insurance, fuel.
Where's your office? At Ecorse Road?
The city.
Do you charge him portal to portal? Does a customer get charged portal to portal? Your office got a call, right?
I got a call, yes.
Right. Were you at the office?
No,
Do you know where your employee was? Who was the employee that worked on this?
for a job, name was Thomas.
Thomas what? Pardon? And where were you at the job at?
I don't recall, it's back in July.
Do you know what city?
No,
So how long does the customer get charged if you're sending out an employee? Just say you were in Trenton as an example.
so for a typical order, the minimum is $500.
Well, you said you're charging by the hour though, right?
Charged by the hour on this job.
Why on this job?
Well, most portals are charged by the hour, but understand,
Are or aren't?
that's how they're factored in is, it's a $500 minimum regardless of the hours or material.
Jeez. I don't get it.
Insurance is expensive. A lot of things go into that, so can't really send an employee, payroll taxes, you can't send an employee out for much less than that.
Your Honor, may I say something? So this queen is mine. They didn't do that.
This what?
This queen you were talking about, that was already there. That's mine and it's part of the house.
I still haven't gotten a good answer on what exactly they do. They drive to the property.
Yeah,
They got this
didn't-
hang on. What do they do first, Mr. Holbrook?
What's it?
They're boarding up. You said there's a lot more that goes into it. They have to go get the materials. The
Yes,
materials consist of the wood, right?
yes,
What else do they consist of?
sure,
What else?
tools,
Well, you've got the tools, right? He's not buying tools for every job. You've got the tools in the trunk, right?
so that's just free? Like, no, it's all factored in. The tools are free.
I don't think you're answering my question. And I'm not trying to be smart with you.
Well, Your Honor, it's a $475 bill, and that's cheap if you ask me.
It might be, all I asked the question was, what do they have to do? You said they have to go get materials. I said, okay. Then you said they have to refuel. Then I got into asking the questions about how often they have to refuel. If he got one done tomorrow and me the day after, would you have to refuel for both? You said no. Then you said you're talking about the charge for the fuel. Now you want to charge for the tools. This is an hourly basis. I'm just asking. I want to assume that the gas is in there, unless you remember the gas not being in the truck.
Okay.
If he went and got the materials, which consist only of the wood, right? I mean, I get the fact that you got tools,
Okay.
but he only had to go buy wood and screws, right?
Yeah.
Then he goes over to the property and he sees a window knocked up. What would he have to do to complete the job?
Remove the glass. And cut the plywood, install it, seal up the window, clean up.
And how long do you think that would take for a job like that in the picture?
Couple hours, hour to two.
So I showed something more that said there was something here that said quantity 5. Hang on a sec. Where's that piece of paper at, Ms. Vondrich? Now, how do you get the 5 hours if it takes an hour or two to take out the glass and put in the boards?
That was what I informed you, that we have a charge to go to the store.
Then why even have a quantity rate of $85 an hour? If you're just gonna charge 500, why not just tell them it's 500?
Well, I would have told the, person who called me that it would have been around $500.
But he didn't call you, right?
No.
She called you. Ms. Pondrick, right? Did you call him? Who called?
Our production manager.
Your Honor, they did not remove the glass.
I don't need to hear anymore. I'm just getting disgusted with this whole situation.
Me too. The wood was already in there. You could tell it's not cut 48 to 48.
I don't need to hear anymore.
I apologize to the court. This is taking so long.
You don't have to worry about anything, nor do they. It's fine. This is what I do for a living. What did you tell him in relation to the amount that it was going to cost?
It was gonna be around $500.
And you acknowledge she told you.
She said, yeah, it'd be around $500, yes.
And that was before anybody had come on, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you have a lawyer in there, but you might want to get your ducks in a row for these verbal agreements and this stuff that's said and about 500, and then he gets a bill for
7.
I don't want to start anything, Mr. Holbrook. If you. But I need to tell people why I do what I'm gonna do here. If you're telling them $500, that doesn't mean you can just add hours to an invoice.
You said if the invoice, I understand.
You just got done telling me it was an hour or two. He wasn't coming from
You
Livonia.
asked how long it took to install the wood. It took an hour or two to install. the
I
wood.
get
It
it.
didn't take an hour or two just to You take the receipt.
You're not gonna convince me that he was longer at Home Depot or Lowe's or any other place for more than a half an hour? And you're not gonna convince me that he took more than a half an hour to get there? Period. If you're gonna charge $135 an hour, then tell people that. You don't get to just make up willy-nilly. It's gonna be $500, so you adjust hourly rates. I mean, this is just common sense to me, boys and girls. And then you can go out of here and say whatever you want. I don't know. Doesn't take you off the hook completely, because as far as I'm concerned, you still agreed to pay $500, but that's going to be the extent of the judgment. $500, you get your court costs, and we'll go from there. So, sir, can you pay that today?
No, I can pay it next month.
What day?
It's third Wednesday of the month. I'm on Social Security. I'm retired.
$562. You're gonna pay this by in full by February the 13th. You can do that, right?
Yes, at the third Wednesday. I don't have a calendar.
No, it's not the third Wednesday. The third Wednesday is the 18th. I'll make it the 19th.
If you do that, that would be good.
Okay? Jennifer, give a copy of the judgment to everybody.
Yes, Judge.
Keep everything else. I want to keep these papers. I think a little bit, you're the innocent party here over there, Mrs. Fondrick and Mr. So-and-so. Good luck. Thank you. Here, I want to keep all of those. If anybody wants copies of what they took, take them, please. People against Miller. Terrion Quandell Nathaniel Miller, 25B 716-9042.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, Sterling Coleman on behalf of Terrion Miller. He's in custody. I just talked to him. He's in a.
Give me a first page of the register.
Judge, I'm trying to get him out of the breakout room. I put him in to speak with his attorney, and it doesn't seem he's able to come out yet.
Is everybody here on this Hazima? Okay, good.
There he is. He's out now.
Mr. Miller, I need your name.
Terrion Miller.
I'd like you to stand up, please. All right. Counsel, your client pled to 200 or more, but less than 1,000.
That's correct.
Wait a minute. Counts 1 through 11 were dismissed. He pled to count 12. And I've got your name,
Leslie Boseshore.
Ms. Hernandez, your name?
Cynthia Hernandez.
Look, I've heard enough. This is not a trial. This is to determine whether or not I should have the vehicle confiscated. Here's what I'm doing. I'm not going to order the sheriff to go out, but I'm telling you, Ms. Hernandez, you are not to damage, destroy, conceal, or sell, or in any way dispose of that property. Do you understand that?
Yes, I own the vehicle.
Well, I get it. You're not to sell it. You're not to destroy it. You're not to damage it. You're not to dispose of it in any form or fashion. Do you understand that? You're not to hide it. You're not to do any of those things. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're going to set it for trial then. Actually, why don't you set it for a pretrial, Jennifer Wiseman? Okay?
Sure.
Set it for trial, if you would, please,
A
okay?
pretrial, how far out would you like to go, Judge?
Not long, 3-4 weeks.
Okay,
Maybe you
We
guys
can-
can talk. One of you are lying to me. Okay?
I don't speak with liars.
Ma'am, I know, but I'm just telling you, none of you are gonna lie to me, okay? I'm gonna find out who is, and they're gonna have a problem. Good luck with me. Good luck to you. Jesse's Restoration versus Antonio Caratini, 2504450. Come on up here, Mr. Caratini.
Ms. Hernandez, I'll mail you that notice.
Okay, thank you so much.
Is there a Jared Bucarelli here? Jared Bucarelli. It looks like the money was retrieved. How long's your client been in jail?
Well, he's actually in the Michigan Department of Corrections.
That's what I
So-
mean. Okay, he's been in, I didn't know if it was Wayne County Jail or MDOC. He's been in MDOC since when?
Since
July.
July.
Are you surprised, Mr. Miller? I mean, this is nonsense. You're giving out counterfeit money. What is wrong with you, son? You're going to spend a good portion of your life in the Michigan Department of Corrections. I hope you're having a great time there. Counsel, he's got some charges here. He's 22. He is going to have a tough life if he doesn't actually turn 23 now. He's going to have a tough life if he keeps this nonsense up. How long is he supposed to be in MDOC?
Well, he was supposed to be released in February, but because of this, Judge, I believe he's been he's going to serve an additional. He's been flopped. Am I correct, Mr. Miller? Terry?
Yes.
What's your update now?
I see the parole board again in like a couple months, 6 more months after my ERE date, after February. So like August, I see the parole board again.
So
In
he was
August?
initially.
I was supposed to be released next month on the 9th.
I'm sorry, I'm not hearing you very well. You're supposed to be released, did you say May 9th?
No,
So,
February
Judge, if I
9th.
may- Judge, if I may, he was supposed to be released in February, based on the first sentence, but because of this, he's been flopped, and he won't be.
He's not going in front of the
Come up
parole
for
board
parole
until
until
August. So he's
August.
going to be in there until August, right?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. Have you
Because of
reviewed the
this.
report? Are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
No, Your Honor.
He has 62. He has 75 days credit coming. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Because the bonds was set by us on October 30. So he has 75 days credit, and you're saying he's going to be in until August, right?
That's correct.
Go ahead. Anything else you want to say? Everything in the report's accurate?
Yes, I think there was a sentence agreement to time served and restitution.
Yeah, I don't do
So that-
sentence agreements. I do sentence recommendations.
I'm just a maintenance guy. That's a good. Yeah.
All right, what do you got to say? Anything else?
No, sir.
But the time served, I'm giving him credit for the time served since October 30. Look,
Yes, sir.
if you
Yes,
think
sir.
anything I'm doing is run afoul of your plea agreement, I'm going to give him 6 months, give him credit for 75 days, and have it run concurrent with the time he's serving in MDOC.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay? Anything you want
Yes.
to say, Mr. Miller?
No, sir.
180 days, no fines, no costs, 75 days credit, serve 105 more, but it'll run concurrent with the time being served in the MDOC. I really hope you get life in order, son. Really. Come on. You're getting yourself in a lot of trouble. This is ridiculous. You guys are turning into thieves here. Thanks, Mr. Coleman. Nice to see you.
Likewise, Judge. Thanks again. Everybody stay
Mohammed
safe.
A. Hazima versus Feldman Dodge Jeep Chrysler.
It's round your ball.
Joseph Parker here.
Yes, sir.
This is the one I remember. Okay, your name.
Mohammed Ali Azim.
Your name.
Jason Coulter representing Felton on
I'm sorry, Jason what?
Coulter with the C, representing Felton.
And your name.
Joseph Parker.
Did he sue Joseph Parker? I don't see that in my packet. Yes, he did.
Yeah, you know.
All right, now wait a minute. Does everybody understand? I'm gonna start anew again. Does everybody understand that by proceeding on the small claims division, you're giving up rights? You're giving up the right to appeal to my decision, to hire a lawyer, to demand a trial by jury, and to the extent that you're entitled to a plaintiff to seek in excess of $7,000. You don't have to give up those rights. If you want to preserve any one or more of those rights, you tell me. I'll remove it to the general civil division of the court, in which case you could hire a lawyer, you can appeal my decision, you can demand a trial by jury. And again, to the extent you're entitled to it, Mr. Hazima, you could seek in excess of 7,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you wish to give up those rights, or do you wish to have the case removed?
Give up my rights, Your Honor.
You waive those rights?
Yes.
Mr. Parker,
I'll waive my rights.
Mr. Coulter,
Wait, those right.
on behalf of Feldman.
They have Felton.
Raise your right hands. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God. Mr. Seema,
I do.
Mr. Coulter, Mr. Parker.
I do.
So you were mentioned quite a few times. Were you doing this off the clock for Feldman?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing that for?
I was doing the gentleman a favor and I made a couple $100 on the side.
You can't do that. Does Feldman think this is okay? I'm just, is that okay, Mr. Coulter?
It's not okay, it's not Mr. Practice, it's the whole situation is under investigation, it's not even got to this point.
I mean, come on. What do you do?
I'm reviewing his.
It's almost like stealing. I mean, could I start doing things here for extra money?
I understand, Your Honor.
I hope you do. How old are you? How old are you?
43.
And April.
Let's talk about the car. I want you to remind me what happened. It sounded outrageous. Tell me again what happened.
When I went to the glass shop, simple auto glass, you recommend Joseph. He was the Feldman, Jeep and Chrysler. I said, okay, good, that's what I need. I need a well-equipped shop because I've been at this business for the last 50 years. I have friends that will do that. And I know a lot about body, a lot about mechanic. On 3/28, I took the car to him. October, okay, on 3/20, I took it to him. I told him
You took it to Mr. Parker.
I'm sorry?
You took it to Mr. Parker.
Yes.
Yeah, and you said what?
He said he'll take care of it.
Yeah, I know, but what work were you having him do? I want you to tell me everything again for the record. What kind of work were you having him do?
Okay, my car was on the driver's side rear quarter. And it broke my tail light. I got a tail light bar, one piece.
Okay?
In order for you to put the tail light good, I told him I want you to put it on the frame machine and pull it out, otherwise it's not gonna fit right. I want it to be exactly the same at the other
All right,
side.
so you're gonna have the tail light fixed,
The rear quarter panel was damaged.
right or back, driver's side or passenger side?
The driver rear, and the trunk lid had to be painted.
Trunk lid had to be painted.
Yes, and I try to pull it out as much as I can with my man at the frame machine.
All right?
But he was supposed to put it on the frame machine to get the tail light definitely squared.
He didn't do it right.
He did not do it.
How many times did you go back there?
I didn't go back because I called him. I kept on calling him. He won't answer my phone.
Did they still have your car?
No. I picked it up on a week after the 3/28. When I went over there, Your Honor, I have poor vision. I told him I got poor vision. I looked at the daylight, I left him a tube of a Permatex to seal.
All right, let's
The light
stop. Let me
bulb-
just ask some questions first. When did you initially give him your car to work on? When?
On 3/28.
Okay. And where's the car now?
In the garage,
Not their garage,
my garage.
because I told them to give it back to you at the last hearing, right? Did I do that or not? Am I convincing this with another case? When did you get your vehicle back?
A week after the 3/28.
So you got it back on April 5th.
Yes, sir.
Was the work performed to your satisfaction?
When I went to look at it, my neighbor dropped me off and he left. I'm stuck there. I could not complain. He left the keys in his pocket. He won't give it to me. I'm looking. I said, the water's gonna go in here. Oh, I can't use no permit that's in the shop because it's a paint shop. I said, okay, I'll take care of myself. I took the car and I drove it. Later on, then I put it on, my son owns a garage. I put it up on the hoist. There's no indication of it was on the frame machine. Then I looked at the tail light. It wasn't cracked because he overturned it in his car. After I drove the car, Your Honor, the light cracked.
You paid him already the $1,200 and some dollars.
He asked, Your Honor, he sent me a letter saying that I'm this. I didn't even pay.
Was it on Feldman Stationery?
Sorry?
Was it on Feldman Stationery, the letter he sent you?
Yes,
So he held himself out as working for Feldman the whole time. Is that true or false?
yes.
Okay. Did you have to pay extra money to have the work done appropriately?
$1,300, there was the estimate of pulling the frame, paint the decklet, paint the rear quarter, paint.
From another company?
$1,300.
From another company?
No, with him.
Yeah, he told, well, you sued for $1,250.
No, 17.
Oh, $1,750. I thought that was a two. Okay, so he gave you a quote for $1,300. What happened? Right.
Okay. 3 days later, a couple of days later, I said, Joseph, I need 1, 2, 3 done. How much would that be? Paint the 2 mirrors and couple of
Additional work.
additional $300. Came out $1,600. Okay, I gave him $800 down payment cash, and I owed him the rest when I picked up the car.
Okay,
And I gave him extra $150 out of my own goodness. And I made a mistake. I'm sorry I did that because I didn't realize that he didn't do nothing. He said, okay, when he
slow down. So actually you paid him $950.
$1,600.
Well, you gave him $800 initially. And then are you saying when you picked up the car, you gave him $800 plus another $150?
No, I gave him the $800 and then he wanted $300 extra. So
I
I
know.
told him $500, I gave him $500 and plus, okay, $800, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5,
right.
and plus,
Maybe I'm going too fast. Initially, you contracted with him to do the initial work for $1,300.
$1,300.
He then told you that you told him he wanted to do a couple other things and he wanted $300 more for that, right?
Yes, sir.
So you were now in a contract for $1,600, right?
Yes, sir.
You gave him $800 at that point, right?
Yes,
So he owed you $800 at that point, right?
yes.
I mean, he had more work to do. You still owed him $800, but he hadn't completed the work.
He did complete the work when I picked up the car,
How much did you give him when you picked up the car?
$800,
So you gave him $1,600.
$1,600,
And then you said you gave him another $150 what?
out of my own goodness.
So you gave him $1,750 on something he was gonna do for $1,600, right?
Yes.
Now, how does the car look now?
He calls me up after he painted the car, Your Honor. That's one thing that gets me. I got the right paint for my car. It's a silver blue Dodge Viper. It's a 2013 color. When he painted my car, Your Honor, he sent me a picture. Oh, your paint did not match. I gotta put some compound on it. Don't worry, I'll make it matte. You know what was the compound? Was the clear. He never cleared it for it to shine. Now he wants to take me for a ride. He thinks I'm stupid. But I'm not stupid. I took my paint that I bought from a friend of mine for $80 instead of paying PPG $575 a quart.
Okay,
That's how
so
much my
let's
fees cost.
back up a little bit. So he thinks he needs to make some changes to the paint, right?
Yeah,
And this is what day about? What day is this?
after he painted the car,
I know, but what, okay, go ahead.
okay, 1, 2, 3, like 3 days after I dropped the car.
So on March 31,
Yes,
you dropped it off March 28.
yes,
You picked it up April 5th.
yes.
What's the next thing that happened after you picked up the vehicle April 5th? Did you drive it home?
I drove it home.
You looked at it.
After I washed it, water was going inside. He never sealed the light. I told him I'd take care of it. It wasn't square. One end, one side, the driver's side was closer, and the driver's side was far from the tail light to match against the trunk lid. It wasn't square. It wasn't not put on the frame. He lied to me. He lied to me.
Okay,
He said,
so now what happened next?
what happened next? I took the car and drove it home. I kept on calling him that my paint is the right paint. He said, "Oh, you calling me a liar?" He hung up the phone. He won't talk to me again. I kept on calling. I want to talk to him. I called the manager. I called the body shop manager. That wasn't the body shop.
What were they telling you? What were they telling you? Who was
What were they telling
Feldman?
me? He's not here. He was somewhere else. He's no longer here. He's not here.
Are you still at Feldman?
And he was still there.
Yes.
And the manager's telling you he wasn't there?
He wasn't there.
That he'd left the company or he'd left for the day?
He's not there. He went to Florida. The guy at the glass shop, when I went and talked to the manager to ask him where he's at. When I went to the glass shop, he said, "Man, what'd you do? You should have never went over there. You made everybody mad at you. Now you gotta buy some flowers. You gotta buy some roses."
Buy who flowers and roses?
Because I made a mistake by me going over there and make a scene to the manager why he did not.
So they wanted you to go buy roses and
Yeah.
flowers for them. Hang on,
I felt like.
hang on. For the manager?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I felt like.
Every time somebody gets mad at me, they gotta bring me roses?
Exactly.
I'd have, this place would be filled
And then
with,
he told me, "I'm gonna break your legs." When I went to the shop to even talk to him outside, then the body manager was there, and he's telling the
Alright,
body manager.
let's cut.
Call the cops.
Let's
Call the cops.
let's cut to the chase. Right now, as you look at the car, does it look like the same as it looked when it was returned to you by Mr. Parker and Feldman? Or did you get it changed? Did you bring it to somebody else?
I didn't take him to nobody else. I was trying to get a hold of him. Why didn't he?
Okay, so it looks the same as the day you drove it out of there, right?
Of course, after he painted it, after he bonded it, it's gonna look A-okay.
Wait a minute, did he do more work after you called and said, put this other paint on? I want to get to your damages, sir. You paid $1,750 for something that you thought you were going to pay $1,600 for, but gave him an extra $150.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out right now what the difference is in the vehicle now versus what it would have looked like if the work that Mr. Parker performed was done in a workmanlike manner. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I understand.
So how does it look different now than you expected it to look when you picked it up on April the 5th or thereabouts?
I didn't expect for the driver's side to be close to the tail light because it wasn't pulled.
Do you have pictures?
Yes.
Let me see them. Mr. Parker, what do you have to say?
All this is false, Your Honor.
All of it's false.
I said I did the repairs on his vehicle.
Oh.
I have photos.
You held yourself out working for Feldman, so Feldman's on the hook right now. You had apparent authority to act on their behalf. Let's start with that. That you're on their property, you're their employee, and any customer coming in has a reasonable expectation to believe that you're acting for and on behalf of Feldman. It doesn't sound like you're a choir boy right now to me, Mr. Parker.
I explained to him when he came in that I was doing this as a side thing. I understand now that I shouldn't have done that at the facility. He understood that this was a side deal between the
Did you
two.
pay for the paint on your side?
Yes, sir. I paid cash for the paint through Painter Supply. I asked them to provide receipts, and they don't provide receipts back that far.
Let me see his pictures.
I have photos here when the vehicle was dropped off during the repair process and when he picked it up.
Okay.
I had the photos too, but
Now, I want to tell you,
Also, you're.
what am I supposed to be seeing here, Mr.?
the tail light, the corner of the tail light on one side is very close to the rear well fender, which he never pulled. That's why it's so close. If you look at the passenger side, it's like a quarter inch. There's a quarter inch gap from the get-go. That's how the car started. That I have another picture where.
How much do you think it would cost you to get all this corrected? If you took it to another shop, how much did you think that it would cost you to get this corrected? Do you have any estimate?
I took it to
Hang
another
on,
shop. Yes, I took it to another shop. Yours,
let me see their invoice.
okay,
Hang on, let me see their estimate. I want to see their estimate.
I don't have an estimate.
Why?
It was verbal. He told me how much it's gonna be, $2,000.
$2,000?
$2,000 put on the frame, sheet, straighten it out, because I took my car there before, he fixed my door, somebody.
Didn't I tell you to, you gotta be able to prove your case. Now, you come in here, if I had a written estimate at a minimum that said to repair and replace all things set forth in the estimate by Feldman, it would cost, we would have to bill him $1,972. I got nothing. How do I know if it's $2,000 or $2?
If
Call him up, see if he can zoom in. I'm serious. How can I just give you $2,000? This picture, I'm sorry, I don't know what it's supposed to tell me.
well, I got more picture, but that's the way the car looked when I picked it up.
I don't know what the problem is. I mean, I'm looking at it. It looks like the rear here still has a spot on it. But
Your Honor, the taillight that he's referring to, when he brought me the vehicle, he said that taillight was a different model for that Regal and that he wanted to keep that light that was cracked. And that he
that
knew
was fun.
that it needed to be silicone.
My light was not correct.
He said that it knew there needed to be silicone around where the bulb would go in, and he would take care of that because you can't use silicone in a paint shop that causes fissions. That's what we talked about on that. That was talking about the day he dropped the vehicle off. I have a picture here with the light cracked. You can see all the damages on the car the day he dropped it.
Let me see. I want to see what the damage was the day he dropped it off and how the car looked when you released it back to him.
These are all pictures in the day of the dropped it off. You don't want the repair process, Your Honor, you just want the pickup?
I'm sorry?
You don't want the pictures of the repair process, just the pickup?
I mean, right now, it's all I want.
This is the delivery pictures. What it looked like the day he picked it up. We went over the vehicle. When he picked it up, he was extremely happy with it. I even purchased pinstripes out of my pocket and re-pinstriped his vehicle for him. And that's when he proceeded to say he was going to give me a $150 tip to take my wife out to dinner.
So you damaged to the rear and you repaired that,
I
right?
also repaired some rust on the opposite side that I didn't charge him for.
Yeah, you get yourself in trouble when what are these? This still looks like the rear is damaged.
That's all the day it was dropped off, if there's any damage on it. I'm sorry, which picture are you looking at?
It says Woodhaven, April 1, or no, it doesn't have a date on it. What did he do wrong?
The only reason why I came back, Your Honor, is when I went back there to talk to him and the body shop manager standing right next to me.
Whose phone is that?
If you come back.
That's child set phone.
Whose phone is that? You gotta silence your phone.
Turn your phone off. Your Honor, when he called me and
Hang on one second. I want to see what he's saying here first. You still work at Feldman, right?
yes, hopefully. I've learned a very valuable lesson, Your Honor.
This wasn't a valuable lesson. You didn't have to learn this. You should have known better when you were 15.
Good.
Go ahead and tell me what the difference is now. I can't quite tell. What is the difference?
The difference.
Why does he have to give you all his money back?
What made me upset after I gave him my money, after I gave him all the trust, he didn't do what he said. And then when I went there to understand why did he prep the tail light, he overtimed it. And then he tells me, if you come back to the shop again, I'm gonna break both of your legs.
Did you threaten him?
No, Your Honor.
Yeah, he did.
Hang on.
Your Honor.
Wait, whoa. Wait,
Sir.
wait.
Sir.
Just wait. Did you break the tail light?
No, sir. The light was cracked when you dropped it off, and
No,
he said that that's a special light that he wanted, and he couldn't get another one, so he was okay with that, and that he would silicone it so that it didn't leak when he got it. And I did explain to him that I couldn't silicone it because you cannot use silicone at a paint shop.
You could have did it outside.
Did he tell you he was doing this on his own on the side? I'm asking you if did you think you were working with Feldman or
I
working?
thought I was working with Feldman, because he was in Feldman, he was the main body shop, him and his wife. And I felt good being there, it was a teamwork,
I know.
but nice guys finish last.
Well, you can't come in here and tell me things. You're telling me he said he was gonna break your legs?
I told the officer when the police came, I told him, can I have a police report just saying that to me? He said, I'll go talk to him, see what he says.
The day he's referring to when he showed up for the shop, I had asked for the police to be called because he wouldn't leave. At one.
You know, he didn't say leave. He did not say leave.
Why did you not want to leave when you picked up the car?
No, when I picked up the car, I left and left. No, there wasn't in.
Okay, when you went back the next time.
The next time, that was 4 months later. Because he won't answer my phone.
So you didn't go back in until August?
4 months later, yes.
And what did you want to go in and show him?
About the tail light and about the car was not put on the frame machine to pull it. He never pulled the rear floor panel for the light to match.
Can you take a look at his photos and tell me if what they depict? I'm having a hard time seeing where the damage is. Maybe you can point it out. I can't get over you though, Mr. Parker. I'm telling you.
Where? Okay.
I hope that this is the biggest mistake you've made in your life because you just don't do this. Everybody wants more money, I get it. But it's pretty dishonest. If you're doing work on Feldman time and you hadn't punched out,
It's hard for you to see, Your Honor, because
then go get the car. Where's your car?
the car's in the garage, I don't have insurance on it. I put it away for the winter. I can't drive it. But I drive a different vehicle than the winter. And I own a motorcycle.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I don't have a problem. That's fine. But you're not really giving me a lot to go on. I gotta have witnesses or evidence, documentary evidence that's going to show me.
There was a manager before when I left, when I went there, the other manager, the body shop manager was not there. He was gone. They replaced him, I think, with this person right here, but the original manager was not there. I'm not trying to make money at all. I'm just I paid him to get my car right, because I don't have to put up with flaws, and it was flaws in it that I see. This car, my brother passed away in '96, and I've been owning it since then.
That's nice.
4 years in the garage. A long story made short, he was hung in his garage.
Where do you live at?
I live in Dearborn. I've been in Dearborn for 50 years.
Well, I'd come and look at it, but I'm not driving it here.
Well, I'll take you for a ride, but that's no problem.
No. I'd like to come and look
I
at
got
it.
a moon roof, I got a brand new moon roof. The car looks nice. I'm happy with it. I would never let it go until the day I die. When I die, my son could have it. And I named my son after my dead brother. I'm not a bad guy,
I didn't say you.
but he wants to break my legs. Break my legs? No,
I don't know, there's,
no, that's a no.
I don't know why.
Why would Haven Police didn't give me a report?
Yeah, because they were, don't blame the police here. It's his word.
I'm not blaming someone. I'm just wondering, the police, I had a nice,
Just slow down. I still can't get over this.
it hasn't been a good morning for you anyway.
No, it's okay. Look, I'm fine now. I just,
You're a good judge. You're a fair judge. Everybody's saying that outside.
I know, but that's not the point. I don't want accolades here. I'm just so having such a hard time understanding what is going on out here anymore. I really am.
Somebody back this.
Hang on.
Okay, sorry.
Just having a hard time. I mean, we've reached maybe everybody lied like this the whole time in our society for the last 250 years, but I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it. I've just seen there's so many people think they can come in here and lie under oath, tell you whatever they think you want to hear. And it's disturbing. And I can't get over you doing this, Mr. Parker. I really can't. You ought to be so ashamed of yourself. I wish I could see the car. How many times did he call you in that 4 months? And why didn't you bother to return his call?
Told me one time, and he threatened me. He told me that I was a liar. I didn't do it right to remember that his brother was hung on the hood of the vehicle, that he hopes karma gets my kids, and then he will run circles around me. So I blocked him, Your Honor, for months until he showed up at my shop, and that's why I told him to leave.
You didn't do that, did you? 'Cause, sir,
I've got some of the text.
Sir. You're under oath. Did you call and say that to him? Did you call and say that to him? Yes.
I called.
Did
Okay,
you call and say that to him? Yes or no? Yes or no? Did you call and say that to him?
okay, I did say that.
Did you call and say that to him? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then you know better.
He won't answer my call. He won't call me back.
Well, I wouldn't call you back either if you threatened me and or
No.
my family. I mean, come on.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, you misunderstood him. I said, the money that I gave you, I hope karma
All
will
right.
get you to
Okay,
spend that
okay.
money on your son. I did not threaten you.
I just don't have any evidence here, sir, that he did do good work. You don't have anything for me to tell me that. I mean, I got a picture that I can't even tell what you're showing.
It's hard to see it.
Hang on. Well, I know. So you got to prove your case, and I feel bad. I don't want to blow this one. Mr. Parker, I don't know what else I can say to you, to be honest with you. I don't know what, and Feldman ought to be ashamed of itself, frankly.
Right.
Feldman ought to be ashamed.
Not part of the story, but the corporate team, so according to me, does me know that was involved in this.
I got it. I didn't say that it was you.
Right, I understand. I'm just making sure you understand.
You're giving him back his 150. This is against Mr. Parker only. You're giving him back his $150 that he gave you for goodwill plus the court costs. That's the best I can do, Mr. Kazima. I'm sorry. I feel for you, but I don't have enough here to prove by a preponderance of the evidence that he screwed up your car. I just don't. I mean, honestly, if it was out there, I'd go look at it. If you had it within 4 miles of here, I'd go look at it. But I can't do that now. I'm sorry, sir. You owe $150 plus $62, total $212. That's the total. I'm preparing a judgment. Can you pay that today?
Okay, next Friday, Your Honor?
Oh, you're gonna send it to him?
I'll pay it today.
All right, you're gonna get paid today. This is versus defendant. And is it Josh or Joseph?
Joseph.
So I'm not entering a judgment against Feldman versus defendant Parker. No cause versus Feldman. Do better, will you?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You got kids?
Yes, sir.
How many?
Got 4 kids.
Wife?
6 grandbabies.
Wife?
Yes, sir.
You're 43? Come on. Let's do our best to set an example. If you're doing that kind of thing, you're not conveying much better at home. I'm sorry. You gotta use your head. Good luck to everybody. I wish you well. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. What am I gonna get the money from you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Are they ready on the exam?
No, written out, no, we're not ready. Your Honor, can I ask one thing?
Yeah.
Moving forward, can it be stated that, neither one of us can badmouth one another? Because he's running his mouth.
You're not gonna do that. Let this go, Mr. Azima. Will you please? Mr. Azima, come on back up. Come on. Come on. Right there. Just right there. Wait. I don't have any authority to do anything. I just think at this point in our lives, how old are you, sir? You're about my age, probably.
63.
I'm 67. Okay. Well, we don't have a long time left here, right?
I have another 50 years.
Well, I hope I got half of that or a quarter of that sometimes, I think. But seriously, just let this go. Will you please?
I have to do it again. I have to pay for it again to get it away. And I'm sorry I took it over there. I made a mistake. He said I'm bad mopping him.
Yeah, you guys, come on. Just let's stop. Do what you gotta do. I can't do anything more.
Sorry, sir.
I hope everybody will get along here. Yes, I'd like up here on Hazima.
Ain't gone.
Come on back up. State your names again. This is Hazima versus Feldman and Parker. Your name?
Joseph Parker.
Your name?
Muhammad Ali Azim.
So I'm giving him another 40. I'm told that he had another.
$4.25.
So he gets 256.25.
Yes, sir.
256.25. That's the amount of the judgment. I didn't know he had that other service. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go down the hall, get the judgment, and Feldman, you're gonna pay him today? Thank you very much. Have a good day. Is your exam going, counsel?
It's not heard. Listen, we're waiting on Nora.
No, I know. Is the exam going?
She said it's only one witness trip.
I only got my glasses in there again, John.
That's what
Leave it for some.
The student's attorney courts, he's out there, they have one, North has her witness, but he was asking if, he told him, like, cause Nora's not here yet, but he was asking if there's any bombs on the table, so I assume right when Nora walks in, he's gonna ask if anything.
She's not here yet?
So I said, so she'll be.
Okay. I didn't know if it was hers or not.
I think the incident partner, 6 because.
Everett Ridenauer, 25B704540. Did anybody call Graziani, Lisa?
I tried. He didn't answer.
I did not know this was.
Mr. Graziani, this is Judge McNally. How are you?
Oh my God, Judge, what a pleasure. How you doing?
Good. You've got a case here with me at 1 Ridenauer.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh my goodness. Let's go back right.
Wait a minute. Wait, he's not here. Do you have his phone number?
You know, I have to go to my car. I'm actually at my office right now, Judge. My apologies. I thought.
No worries. It happens. You just got to check with us too now that you're in front of Judge Hessen, I think. But can you call him? Because I'm going to issue a warrant for.
So, Judge, here's the situation. He's been very responsible. He's come all the time. Would you want him to contact Lisa? What do you want him to do or what?
I mean, the problem is this case is really getting old, John. It's November the 14th. And I don't mind, now I'm going out of town next week. Why don't you try to?
I think my recollection was the detective was concerned because of the allegations that Miss Tulaj, but the complaining witness did not show up. I mean, on another.
Hang on. I got the prosecutor right here, not Ms. Holloway. I don't want to talk about it. Lisa, here's what I'm gonna do on this. We're gonna adjourn this, but John, you gotta remember, because gosh, I gotta adjourn this to what? Oh, I can just go next. Wait a minute, I'm not here next
You're
week.
not, let me look. No, you're not here next week. We can do the 27th. At 1 o'clock.
John, you gotta remember, you gotta get a hold of him. I'm setting it for January 27th at 1 PM, okay?
Okay, Judge, like I said, my apologies. It was,
There's no reason to apologize. Just make sure he's here next time, please.
Judge, let me ask you, how often are you on the criminal docket? What's going on over there?
I'm on the criminal docket every 4 months, but I gotta finish up old cases, and this is one of my oldest cases. That's why.
27th, I want to.
Okay, thanks. Just make sure when you're in front of Judge Hessen, though, that you check and make sure we don't have anything too. Will you do that for me, please?
Sure, Judge, thank you so much and have a nice vacation.
Thanks a lot. I need it after today. See ya. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Is this exam?
Yes, sir.
Are you reconciled? Yeah. Your attorney here? Yeah, the two.
Is this going or a waiver?
It's going here.
Where's she? Oh.
She should be back.
Who are these two gentlemen? Do they have something else?
He is a.
Who's this guy? Sir,
This case. You're what? You know, just a credit on next case. Okay. We're very responsive. Okay. Let me see if doors are running.
Lisa, do you mind calling Nora, please? She's not here yet. I know it's only set for 2, but at least we'll have a time and these guys can go out in the hall or go get breakfast or lunch or whatever they want okay?
Okay, yeah, she was here this morning. So
Oh,
I'll call her. She was in Judge Hessen's.
Just for full disclosure, Judge, I didn't see her. She told me she's just meeting with the complaining witness for 5 minutes.
Oh, she's here now?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said she wasn't here. Maybe I misunderstood.
I called her a couple minutes and she said she was on her way back, which means she was probably here.
Okay. Well, you guys tell me when you're ready. Are you Mr. Stiles?
He just stepped outside.
Okay, tell them I need them in here, please.
I'd answer.
People against Richard Wayne Stiles. 25T729-333FY. You can have a seat over there, Mr. Courts, your appearance.
Yes, good afternoon, Attorney Thomas, Court P 77177. Here on behalf of the defendant, please state your name for the record, sir.
Yes.
Your name, sir?
My name is Richard Wayne Stiles, the second.
Okay, we have to wait for the prosecutor.
Yeah.
Come on, I need you guys in here. I've already asked their appearances. Your appearance?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nora Holloway on behalf of the people, PA 652.
There's an aggravated stalking charge, malicious use of a telecommunications service. Any preliminary matters, Ms. Holloway?
Just a sequestration.
Yes, Judge, I do believe that there may be.
Your name again?
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. Attorney Thomas, of course, on behalf of the defendant.
Is there any witness in the courtroom that might testify either today or at the time of the trial besides the defendant? If so, identify your witnesses who might testify.
I believe that is the current boyfriend of the complaining witness. I might call him, I believe, I don't know if that's correct.
Are you the boyfriend of the complaining witness, sir? What is your name? Well, you might call him as a witness. Was he a witness to the incident?
Judge, it's my understanding that he was, that she called 911 to report that he was on the way to kill my client, shortly before she made the police report in this case. So I think it will be.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. I'm going to have you have a seat out in the hallway. He may call you, so otherwise you could stay. But if he's going to He's gonna call you or might call you either today or at the time of trial. You have to leave. Are there any other witnesses in the courtroom that might testify either today or at the time of trial, with the exception of the officer in charge and the defendant? Okay,
I did not.
that's okay. That's his a relative of the defendant. Sergeant Chapanian, you can have a seat up here. Any other preliminary matters, Ms. Ali?
Your Honor, I did receive a certified register of actions, for a prior stalking misdemeanor that the defendant had in the 41st District Court. I was asked the court to take judicial notice of that.
Why don't you have that marked People's One? You've shown it to Mr. Quartz, correct? Any objection to the admission of People's One?
No.
Okay, you can hand that up, print that out.
Your Honor, I unfortunately don't have it printed. Is it okay if I email it for it and you have it printed?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Lisa, she's gonna send it to you. Maybe you can have somebody run it down if you would, please. Any other preliminary matters? Mr. Quartz?
No, Judge.
Ms. Holloway? All right, call your first witness. Okay, ma'am, you can come right up here, please. I'm gonna ask you to raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, have a seat, please. I'll just ask you to keep your voice up nice and loud. No hms or ahs, okay? Thank you. Pull that up there and spell your first and last names, all of your name, please.
Karlee. You want my middle names too?
Please.
Plaine. Louann. Last name Tellier.
Thank you very much. Is that pronounced Tellier?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can proceed.
Just to confirm this part of the record, right? For me,
Oh, yeah.
Tellier.
Take your time.
Do you know a man by the name of Richard Stiles? Yes. How do you know him? He's my ex-boyfriend. And do you see him in the courtroom today? Yes. Could you point to him and tell me the color of the shirt he's wearing? White collared shirt. Thank you. Now, you said he's your ex-boyfriend.
Hang on. The record should reflect that she's identified the defendant. You can proceed with your next question.
Now, you said he's your ex-boyfriend. About how long were you together? 1 year on and off. And when was that? From January of 2024 to December 20th of 2024. So after you broke up, did you keep contact with him? Briefly, up until March. I tried to be his friend. Is that March of 2025? Yeah, March of 2025, yes. So in March of 2025, did you stop having contact with him? Yes. Did you at some point indicate that you no longer want to have contact with him? Yes. And did you indicate that on or around March of 2025? Yes. And so after you had indicated that, did he continue to make contact with you? Yes. And how did he do that, if you recall? Emails, because he was blocked on my cell phone. So, can you recall when these emails first started? May 5th. May? Yes.
John. All rules, they kind of look like these, but they're thicker. What color book is it? It depends on the year. So for criminal ones, really sharp.
And do you recall at all, if you know, what the content of those emails, anything that you may have stated in those emails were? He asked me for something back that he gave to me. Told me that there was an engagement ring in the container that he gave to me.
You marked that.
I did not respond. And
What month was that, ma'am, now?
that was the thing of 2025. And so what did you do after you received those emails? I did not respond.
And did you at all make any, did anything else happen after that?
Yes,
At some point, did you ever make a report for this kind of misconduct?
yes, and I made the report, I think it was May 17th of 2025. The reason why I started the report was because Richard created a flyer of me and posted it all over Wayne County, including Southland Mall, Elizabeth Park, Downriver Facebook and Friends. And basically calling me names and warning the public to stay away from me. So I contacted the police department.
Okay, so let me stop you there. You obviously indicated that something else had happened. So at the time that this all occurred, sorry, there was a flyer. Did that happen in May?
Yes,
2025.
yes.
Where do you put this at? On Facebook?
Downriver Facebook and Friends, yes. Southland Mall, Elizabeth Park. And I did not find this flyer. Other people contacted me about it.
Did it have your picture?
Yes,
Did you ever see it?
yes. I have it actually printed in my folder.
All right. Go ahead.
Your Honor, I do have. My computer is slower and slower.
You're fine. Take your time.
So. You said, which police department did you report that to?
Trenton Police Department.
And at the time, were you living in Trenton?
Yes,
And is that in this, is that County Wake?
yes.
And this flyer, do you recall at all what it said?
Yeah, yes, I do.
What did it say?
It basically said that I'm a narcissistic whore and that I should that all men should be warned of me.
Objection, Judge, foundation and also relevance, as it wouldn't have been a direct contact.
Your Honor, she had already indicated that she saw the flyers herself. I asked her if she was called. And these flyers were about her and a contact that, or a form of harassment that he made toward her. I'm not sure how that would be relevant.
And well, it's clearly relevant. Where was this at, ma'am? Where did you see this? Or did he say this to somebody?
He posted the flyers on Facebook, on Downriver Facebook and Friends.
And he published them at Elizabeth Park? And
Put them on trees and posts at Elizabeth Park by my house. He put them around.
why can't they use this?
Well, Judge,
I mean, maybe you should put the document in. You have the document?
Your Honor, I do have the document. I have a file of
Well,
document.
let's get the document.
Oh, I do have it, Your Honor. I'm so sorry.
All right. Approach the witness and ask her, is this the,
I'm gonna.
I don't know, it's not relevant, Mr. Force. You can renew your objection, but
what's your understanding?
let's wait for her to move to the admission, for the admission. You can lay the foundation.
Okay.
Now, does that, whoops, I didn't. I said, take a good look at it and do not read it. Now, does that appear to be what you had observed, as this flyer?
Yes,
And, to your knowledge, is this a flyer that Richard Stiles had put up?
yes,
And to your knowledge, he put them up in, as you said, Southgate Mall, Elizabeth Park, and those other places, around Wayne County?
yes,
And, does that picture that I showed you, does that appear to be an accurate depiction of the flyer you saw?
yes,
Does it appear to be altered or manipulated in any way?
no,
Your Honor,
Have that marked Peoples too, and I need you to print that out or give us a copy of it. And we'll be glad to give you a copy after you move for admission, correct? Any objection?
Yeah, yes, Judge.
What's the objection?
My objection is the foundation of, she didn't create this document. If she's saying that my client did, she's going to be saying so off hearsay, evidence, other people telling her that aren't present in court to authenticate this document.
Is it authored by anybody?
Does not appear to be authored by anybody. So if I may ask for
Sure.
another foundational question. How did you know, if at all, that Richard Stiles was the one that authored this document here?
Not only did I send him that picture directly to his cell phone, but I have him admitting it over text messages.
I'm admitting Peoples 2. Hand it up. Peoples 2 is admitted. And that's at least a party admission. So I'm admitting that as Peoples 2, and you can ask your next question.
Just to confirm, this all happened around May 2025?
Yes.
And these flyers and that, did you ever tell him, did you ever indicate that you did not want that to happen? It's not about the flyers.
Yes, because I went to the police department.
And did you file a report with the police department?
Yes, I did.
And did anything happen on or around Italy? So, okay, following that incident, any other type of contact happened by Richard Stiles shooting?
Yes.
What else happened?
So the following, I believe it was June of 2025. I was in the Sonic drive-through in Southgate, and I was about to be on my way home, and Richard pulled up in his car and kind of boxed me in the Sonic drive-through and told me that he wanted his rings back.
So let me stop you there. When you say boxed you in, what do you mean?
I was facing this way, and I couldn't.
Wait a minute, which way were you facing?
I was facing like the drive-through.
I'll ask you this, were you, had you already purchased something at the drive-through?
Yes.
And were you leaving the drive-through?
Yes.
And, Your Honor,
What?
I just wanted to let the court know that I can hear what they're saying, so if they get figured out. So when you say boxed you in, what did you mean?
I could not have left the drive-through unless he moved his car.
You were in your car as well?
Yes.
And you said that he told you something about rings?
Yes.
How did he tell you this? Was he still in his car when he did this? And did you observe him in his car at this time?
Yes.
Do you remember what kind of car it was?
Calls, but it like a Charger.
And but definitely see him. To your, that's your memory?
Yes.
And so what did he say again?
I rolled down my window and asked him what he wanted, and he said, "I just want my rings back."
And what happened next?
I told him that if he wanted his rings back, he could come to my house and get them.
And what happened next?
He came to my house.
And this was around,
Yes.
and, so what happened? Did he go to your house that night or day?
Yes.
And what happened there?
He pulled up in front of my house.
And where is your residence located?
162 Detroit Street in
City of Staff?
Trenton, Michigan.
And what happened there?
He got to my house before I did. I pulled in my driveway. I approached his car window. He rolled down his window, pulled out
diagnostical statistical criteria manual for diagnosing psychology and started telling me how I was a narcissist. So. This is at your house, and with, was he still in his car? Yes. Is he in the front, on the curb? On the curb. And what did you say, he handed you something? What was it?
A
DSM-5. Did he hand it to you, or what did he?
He like held it up as if he were handing it to me.
Held it up, okay. And this was outside, his hand was reaching outside of the vehicle when he spoke in his hand?
Is that a yes?
Yes, and then he called you, what did he call you again?
A narcissist.
And then what happened next?
I don't remember exactly the conversation, but he got out of his car and I went and sat on my porch.
And did he follow you?
Yes.
Up to the porch, and what happened next?
A lot. He started rolling around on my front yard and throwing a fit like a child.
What do you mean throwing a fit like a child?
Well, he was rolling around in my grass, standing up, sitting down.
Was he saying anything during this time?
He was saying a lot.
Like what?
Like, I asked him why he did what he did with the flyers, and I asked him to delete all the things that he put on the internet about me, and so then he went into his car and got out his laptop and said he was gonna start deleting the things that he put on the internet about me.
And you said he went into his car?
Yes,
And so did he get his laptop out?
yes, and he sat on the ground in my front yard with the laptop that he never logged into, he just held it there.
Where were you at this time?
I was sitting on my front porch.
How far was he from you at the time that he was sitting on the ground with his laptop and you were at the porch?
About 15 feet away from me.
And then did anything else happen? After that? And during this time?
We were arguing
About what?
why he did what he did.
And then, so during these two incidents that we spoke about, the first one at the Sonic, how were you feeling when he had boxed you in at the Sonic? It was good to hear.
Anxious. But I figured if I gave him his rings back, then he would leave me alone finally.
And then when he had got to your house during that, when you had indicated that he was rolling around, what were you feeling at that time?
Uncomfortable, anxious, nervous.
When he was at your house, at any point did you ask him to leave? Do you recall?
I don't.
Now, after this date, did he continue to make contact with you?
Yes.
What else did he do?
In September, mid-September, I want to say, of 2025, he drove by my house and threw a vibrator in my front yard that I had left at his house with a note on the bag.
So let me stop you there. Did you at all observe him driving by your house?
No,
Okay.
it was in the middle of the night.
And so how did you know that he drove by your house? Because I left that vibrator at his house because it was a gift. And he returned it in a sandwich bag in my front yard. So at some point, did you observe his vibrator in the sandwich bag on your front yard? Yes. But did you at all observe who put it there? No. Okay, but you said did it have a note? Yes. What did that note say, if you recall?
No hard feelings for you anymore.
And this was a vibrator that you indicated, didn't belong to you?
It kind of belonged to us both.
So it was one that did you have it at his house?
Yes.
And so the last time you ever saw it was at his house?
Yes.
And did anything else happen besides, or did anything else happen after?
Yes.
What else happened?
October 3rd. Richard contacted me via text message and said that he was going to give amends to his home group.
So I'm stop there. What, you said amends to his home group?
Yes.
What does that mean?
So we are both members of Alcoholics Anonymous, AA. And a home group is a meeting that you attend regularly.
And how did he contact you when he said this?
Text message.
And what did he say in that text message besides the amends?
That he really missed me and he wanted to see me, but he was asking me not to come.
Judge, I would have the objection to hearsay and foundation unless you can testify that it was my client's phone number.
If I may ask, how did you know that it was him that texted you?
Because it was Richard Stiles' phone number.
And it was that saved in your phone?
Yes. The same phone number that he's contacted me off of for the past 2 years.
Now, I want to take you back to wait, just wait 1 moment. Did you ever report something that happened in Allen Park?
Yes, I reported it to the Trenton Police Department and he told me that I needed to follow up with the Allen Park Police Department.
So what happened at Allen Park?
Me and Richard got into a fight in his backyard.
Do you remember?
This was in what month?
I think June, I think it was June.
Of 25?
Yes.
So tell me what happened that day?
Richard said that he wanted to make amends to me. So I allowed him to pick me up and he said we can have coffee.
So did he pick you up
Yes.
from your house?
Yes.
And did you have coffee?
No.
Okay, so what happened?
We went to Angelina's in Allen Park by his house because he said he was hungry.
Is that a restaurant?
Yes.
And what happened next?
He ate his food, I ate my food, and then he said we were going to have coffee after that.
And what happened next?
But we did not go for coffee. He drove me to his house.
And what happened to his house?
I told him I wasn't going into his house and that if he wanted to talk, we could do it outside. So we went to his backyard where he started a bonfire and berated me for 3.5 hours.
So let me stop you there. When you say berated, what do you mean?
He talked down to me. He told me what a whore I was, that if I was ever going to, how did he put it? He told me if I ever wanted to make amends to him, that I had to accept what he was saying to me about being a whore and my whore behavior. And then he stood up, walked into the grass, and told me he wanted to fight me.
This was during the bonfire?
Yes.
Yeah. What was his demeanor like when he said he wanted to fight you?
I thought he was joking.
And so what happened next?
I was standing in the grass and he lunged at me.
And what happened next?
We fought in his backyard.
So what exactly happened during this fight?
I remember him coming after me, like lunging towards me and pushing him. And at one point we were rolling around on the ground and I ended up hitting the bricks in his backyard. I remember kicking him.
So let me stop you there. Who do you mean hitting the bricks?
I was rolling on the ground and he had, up against his fence, there was like a landscaping line of bricks, and that's what I rolled into when we were holding on to each other, rolling in the ground.
And if you recall, you said that you were kicking him,
Yes.
and what? So what were you doing in this moment, in this time when this was going on?
I told him that I didn't want to fight. I thought he was joking. He really wanted to fight, so I defended myself.
Were you trying to get him on with you?
Yes.
And so did it eventually end?
Yes.
And what happened?
Then I walked into his house to clean up the blood off my leg.
And did you recall, how did you get blood on your leg?
Hitting the bricks that were in his backyard.
Did you have any other injuries?
Other than soreness, no.
And so what happened after that?
He cleaned the blood off my leg, walked back outside and told me to take me home.
And did you end up blood?
Yes.
Did he take you?
Yes.
And what happened after that?
He tried to talk to me in the car and I wouldn't speak to him. He drove me home. I got out of the car, still not speaking to him. I walked into my house quickly because I had to go to the bathroom. And he followed me into my house.
So let me stop you there. You said you walked in quickly?
Yes.
Why did you do that?
Because I had to go to the bathroom. And
I'm sorry. You're right, you didn't say that. And when he walked in, did you know he was going to walk in?
No.
Did you invite him in?
No.
And so what happened when he was in there?
Well, I went to the bathroom. I heard him open the door behind me. I came back downstairs and I told him aggressively to get out of my house.
And what happened next?
This was in June, right?
It was either June or July, I don't remember the exact date.
Just to clarify then, was this the date you had gone down Angelina's in Allen Park?
Yes.
And so you said that you told him aggressively you wanted to get out, and what did he say?
I don't remember exactly what he said.
So then what happened?
After a while of us going back and forth, maybe a few minutes, he left.
What were you going back and forth about?
Him leaving.
What happened next?
He got in his car, threw a Tupperware container at my house that I left in his car.
Did you observe him throwing his Tupperware?
No, I just heard it hit the wall.
And to your knowledge, was this Tupperware that you had at his house?
I had it in the car with me.
Oh, was that the first time you had it in the Bravo?
Yes. No, I brought it with me.
Okay. I was just trying to understand.
It's not from the restaurant. It was my own that I had brought with me. Because I was not expecting to eat, I was just expecting to go for coffee.
So you said that you saw it, or you heard it hit something?
It hit my house.
And then did you go outside and observe it at some point?
No, I stayed in the house. I saw it the next day.
And, so throughout this whole day, everything that happened in Allen Park and at your house, first, I wanna get into when you two were fighting, as you said, in his backyard. What were you feeling in that moment?
I was shocked. Scared.
Did he say anything to you while you were fighting, if you recall?
I don't know.
And, so after, when you had gone home and he came in, what were you feeling in that time?
My heart was pounding. I was in shock. I was scared.
And so. In regards to all of these incidents, did you, make a report to, police?
No, not that day.
Well, in general, following these incidents, did you make a report to police?
Yes.
And, did you ever write a statement?
Yes.
Did you ever file a PPO?
Yes.
Do you recall when you filed it?
May of 2025.
Do you recall if it was ever served?
No.
And just one moment, I'm sorry.
Take your time.
I have no further questions, Gareth.
Cross?
Thank you, Kevin. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Well,
It's my understanding that you said my client and you dated for roughly a year off and on, is that correct?
Yes.
When you say off and on, so there's periods where you tell them, don't talk to me, and then you guys get back together, correct?
Yes.
Would it be a fair estimation that that occurred at least 8 times during that year's period?
What period?
The period that you guys were off and on for your description for about a year.
I don't know.
Okay, do you have a estimation of how many times that occurred?
objection, Your Honor, she should say she doesn't know. I think it's speculative at this point.
Judge, she said she didn't know if it was 8 times.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Overruled. If you know, do you know how many times you guys broke up and then got back together during the 12 months preceding to all of this?
I would say it was closer to 3.
Then you had said you had you tried to be friends after, then cut contact off after until you tried to be friends until March 2025, and then you cut off contact, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But isn't it and then at that point you had blocked his phone number, correct?
At what point?
Oh, at what point did you block my client's phone number? You said you blocked his phone number. You said he then had to email you after that point because you had blocked his phone or something, correct?
That would have been March of 2025.
Okay, but then you later went on to testify that you were certain that it was my client's number that had texted you. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And when was that text message from?
Which text message?
The text message that you were able to lay foundation of and say, it's the number that my client had texted you for over 2 years from.
That was in October of 2025.
Okay, so you had blocked.
I had unblocked his number, yes.
Okay, so you had unblocked this number, and wouldn't you think it's fair that if you unblock somebody's number and they were aware that the number was blocked because they had to contact you by email, that that would indicate to them that they're allowed to text you?
How would he know?
Well, he must. So, but no, that's not my question, ma'am. That's not how my client would know. My question to you is, if you knew that, wouldn't that indicate to you that?
It's assumed facts, not an evidence, right? Yes, it does.
I can lay the foundation, Judge.
Okay, go ahead.
It's clear that he knows you unblocked him because you had texted him asking about a flyer. So now he knows the number's unblocked because you initiated contact from your number to him, correct?
I don't remember.
Ma'am, you testified that you sent him asking about the flyer. You sent him a picture of the flyer and asked about it. You testified to that under oath shortly ago, didn't you?
I don't remember if I initiated contact or not. I don't remember if it was him or I that initiated contact.
Okay, well, do you remember testifying that you sent him a picture of the flyer shortly ago?
Yes.
Okay, so would you at least agree with me that he knows he's not blocked in your phone at that point?
Yes.
Okay, and now to my original question, somebody knowing that they were blocked at one point because they had to email you according to you, and now they know that they can communicate with you because you've unblocked them, wouldn't that lead a rational, normal person to assume that they could text your phone?
Objection, Your Honor. I just compounded question. I think it's way too long. I also don't think she could testify as a missing person. You think about that? I think that's speculative.
I mean, I disagree with it being too long of a question. I think you need to clean up the last portion of the question, okay?
Yeah, sure. You know, I'll withdraw the question for now until I can more eloquently word it. You had testified that my client had blocked you in at the drive-through, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and your depiction of that and characterization of being blocked in at the drive-through, why did you think it's important to state that?
Because that's how it happened.
Oh, did he tell you you're blocked in and you can't go anywhere?
I physically could not go anywhere with him being the place where he was at.
And why,
He did not tell me I could not go anywhere.
why do you think that has any relevance? Why are you expressing that?
Because that's what happened.
Okay. But I guess what I'm saying, are you indicating that my client blocked you in order to keep you there?
Objection, Your Honor. She can't testify to what he was thinking. To testify to.
That would call for speculation. She's testifying that he blocked her in. So maybe you need to delve into that a little bit, but not what he's thinking.
Okay. Well, okay. Let me just go right to the point. At that point, you had said, when you said my client said, hey, I want my ring back. He didn't say, let's go back to your house. You said, if you want your ring back, follow me back to my home. Is that correct?
I said meet me there. Yes.
Meet you where?
At my house.
So you invited a person who had just blocked you into your personal home, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Would you think it's fair to say that he had permission to go to your house that day?
Yes.
So you're not indicating that you were afraid that he was going to do something to you, are you, at that point, and that's why you were blocked in?
No.
Okay. And it's also true that you don't remember asking him to leave that day when he came to your house, isn't that correct?
I do not remember asking him to leave, but I do have it on camera. I don't remember at what point I asked him to leave, but I did ask him to leave.
I watched that video, ma'am. Wouldn't you say it's a fair characterization that at many times you had friendly banter back and forth that day?
I wouldn't say friendly, I would say civil.
Yeah. So there was times where you were enjoying communicating that day. You invited him back and you had a polite conversation throughout a lot of that, didn't you?
It was polite, it was civil, I would not say friendly.
You made small talk.
Yes.
You didn't run into your house and lock the door and call the police in fear of my client that day, correct?
No, I stayed where I was at because I knew I had a camera right there.
Oh,
on my front porch. I did not have cameras inside of my house, and I did not allow them inside of my house.
okay, well, why didn't you, when he went back to get his laptop and you were sitting on the porch waiting for him, is that correct?
I never walked into my house.
We were sitting on the porch in anticipation of him coming back to you, correct?
Yes, the car was right in front of me.
Because you wanted to have a conversation with him about those flyers on the laptops, isn't that correct?
Yes,
You wanted that communication.
yes.
Okay. How many times have you called the police on other boyfriends?
Objection, Your Honor, relevant.
Why is it?
It has relevance to her state of mind. This crime involves needing to have fear, and the government brought up multiple police reports that she made. And so if they are assuming that has relevance, I want to point out how many times this occurs in her past.
Your Honor, I'm not sure how that has any relevance to her state of mind. I also do not think it's relevant to the case at hand. We are only talking about Richard Stiles here, nobody else.
I agree. I'm gonna sustain the objection.
Yes, Judge. Your PPO, did you say that was in May of 2025?
Yes,
Okay.
But it was never served,
it
right?
was never served.
And in fact, you invited my client to your house after not serving that PPO, as we just discussed after that date, correct?
Correct.
In fact, after that date, you had asked to be picked up by my client, correct? When you got into his car and went to Angelina's?
He asked me,
Okay, let me rephrase my question then. After you made that PPO, you had voluntarily allowed my client to come to your home, is that correct, again, to be picked up?
yes,
Okay, and then in fact, you invited him over in the drive-thru, so you've invited my client over your house twice after that PPO, is that correct?
yes,
Okay, and in fact, you chose to get in my client's car, correct?
yes,
Do you have your own car?
yes,
Do you have a driver's license?
yes,
Do you have any disability that disallows you from driving?
no,
Do you have car insurance?
yes.
Why didn't you, if you're in fear of my client, why didn't you get in your own car and drive to meet him at a restaurant? Or would it be fair to say you're not afraid to get in a car with him?
Objection, Your Honor, just for that last line of questioning, that I would say that's a compounding question, it's split. You can say,
I mean,
why did she go, and then if she,
rephrase it, but I think his question's fine. He's just gotta rephrase it into one question or ask it in two questions or three questions, whatever your preference.
Yes, sir. Ma'am, isn't it true that you weren't afraid to be in a car alone with my client at that point?
can you repeat the question?
Yes. Isn't it true at that date and time, rough after the PPO, that you weren't afraid to be alone in the car with my client?
No,
That's not true?
no,
So you were afraid to be alone in the car with my client, correct?
yes.
Okay. Why having your own car, as we just established, did you choose to do so then?
Why did I choose to get in the car with him?
Alone when you're afraid and you had your own car. And in fact, you had to sit around at your house and wait for him to pick you up.
He offered. And I was trying to be civil with him. I just wanted us to not have to do this anymore.
In fact, you wanted a little bit more than that. You wanted to either get back together romantically or be friends, correct? You wanted to reestablish a relationship at that point. Either romantically or friendship-wise.
No,
You didn't want to reestablish a relationship.
no,
So you just chose to go out to dinner with somebody that night that you didn't want to have a relationship with, is that correct?
he wanted to talk and I agreed.
Okay, so he wanted to have communication with you after you had took out a PPO, after you had blocked him. Is that correct?
Yes,
And in fact, after you had told him before, when you had broken up at least 3 times, but maybe more, not to have contact with you, but then you guys got back together, correct? He wanted to have contact even after that.
are you asking if he did or?
Yeah, he did.
He wanted to, yes.
Yeah. So, and at that point, you wanted to have that communication because you wanted to be civil. You agreed to that and consented to that contact that day. Is that correct?
Are we still talking about in June when they went to Angelina's?
Yes.
Which question do you want me to answer?
Well, my question, ma'am, is, as the judge pointed out, in June, when you went to Angelina's, you wanted to have communication that day with my mom. You consented to it.
I did consent to communication that day.
Okay. And in fact, you even wanted a little bit more communication because after dinner, you were willing to go have coffee. Is that correct?
I wanted to understand why he was doing the things he was doing to me. I felt like I deserved an apology for him doing the things that he was doing to me. That is why I allowed the communication.
Yeah, and those could be good reasons. And you think after dating for a year that my client wanted to know some of your motives and also wanted to communicate with you, and that's why he was having the conversation?
Your Honor, objection.
I'll withdraw.
Sustained, it calls for speculation.
Fair enough. Fair enough. This again, that communication happened after the alleged email of May 5th, correct?
Yes,
It happened after the alleged flyer of May 17th, correct?
yes.
Have you ever heard of like a thing on Facebook called "Are We Dating the Same Guy"?
I've heard of it.
And you're aware that many girls post their experience on there with men they dated, correct?
I've heard of it. I don't know what it's for. I've never seen it. I don't have a Facebook.
Okay. Well, do you think that this flyer that he allegedly created, did he hand it to you?
No,
Did he ask somebody else to hand it to you?
Your Honor, she cannot testify if we ask.
Good point, sustained. That any answer there is stricken.
Okay. Did the flyer itself say, you've reviewed the flyer, correct?
Yes,
Does the flyer itself say, please hand this to her or notify her about it?
no,
Okay. Isn't it fair for people to have opinions and share them with others about other people and their reputation?
that's just an opinion. It's a question about her opinion.
I'm just unclear if she's claiming this is a contact somehow against the law when it's the First Amendment right, Judge, and we took all these questions on it. That's why.
What, no, just, hang on. Okay, there's an objection on the floor, so you can't respond. No, I'm gonna sustain the objection.
Fair. Doesn't like get too much into your personal life, but you had some sex toy at my client's house, correct?
Yeah.
And so it appears you had a sexual relationship with them. Is that correct? I'll withdraw my question.
Yeah, why are you going into that? That's pretty apparent, right?
Yeah, fair enough. But this alleged sex outfit, you said it was thrown on your lawn September 2025, correct?
Yes,
This is an item that somebody may want to return to somebody, correct? It was partially your property. You admit to that, correct?
yes,
Okay. And you would agree that when you left your Tupperware, which is also your property in his car, he threw that on your lawn, correct?
yes.
Okay. Are you claiming that the Tupperware being thrown on your lawn was an unconsented to contact?
I don't care. I haven't received either of those things back.
Yeah, but I'm asking you, are you claiming that it was an unconstituted contact for him to take your property out of his car and put it back onto your property?
No,
Okay. And same thing about the vibrator, correct? It's your property, he puts it back on yours. In fact, he already knew that he's done that before in the past and you've allowed it, correct?
allowed what?
You allowed him to put the Tupperware on and then you made contact with him after.
That happened after one didn't reside.
So you agree, he threw the Tupperware on your own, you still had contact with him voluntarily after, right?
No,
Okay. At what point, did you invite him back to your house? What month?
never after that.
No, what month did you invite him back to your house from the drive-through?
That was either June or July, I don't know the exact date.
June or July. Okay, and then before or after that, did you go to Angelina's with him?
I believe it was the next day.
So you think you might have went to the Angelina's with him the next day after he came to your house? That you invited him over to your house from the drive-through?
I don't know the exact date.
But it's
when,
Let her finish your answer.
Sorry.
Did you finish your answer?
no, I did not.
Okay, take your time.
The day that he showed up to my house, after I left the drive-through and I told him to meet me there, I thought we were fine. I thought we were civil. I wanted to understand why he did those things to me. So the next day, he asked me if I wanted to go out for coffee and have a conversation. I believe it was the next day.
Okay, ma'am. But isn't it true that you submitted the videotape of that day from the drive-through to the police?
Yes,
Okay, but you're not claiming that that's an unconsented conversation or contact, are you? Since you invited him over to your home and you asked to hang out or consented to hanging out the next day, are you?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Okay, let me rephrase it because I can often be ineloquent. Are you today claiming that when you invited my client over to your house after the drive-through, that was an unconsented contact?
Yes.
Okay,
I honestly don't know if I'm answering that. I don't know.
okay, so why do you say yes then?
I'm still confused by the question.
Okay, let me answer the question. Again, you agree that you invited my client over to your house to talk, correct? After the drive-through.
I invited him to my house to get his property back that he asked for.
Okay, so you're not saying that he came over to your house unconsented to, are you?
No,
And in
No.
fact, you testified that you waited on your porch patiently while he went and grabbed his laptop because you wanted to talk about the contents of it that day, isn't that correct?
yes,
Want to talk about the what?
The contents of the laptop, a flyer on there.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so
not just the flyer, but
you wanted to talk about other things.
yeah, I did. I wanted to talk about how he posted me on Craigslist as being a downriver sex worker for hire. I was curious why he did that. I was curious why he tried to sell my house online.
Okay, so you wanted to have communication about those issues that day, correct?
Yes,
Okay, so are you making the claim now that any of that communication at your house that day was unconsented to by you?
no,
Okay. Have you ever injured one of my clients' teeth before?
no,
You never have?
no,
Okay. Have you ever engaged in a play fight with my client before?
objection, Your Honor. I don't see how this is relevant.
Judge, I'm asking cross-examination questions respectfully based on the government's questions, and they brought up the issue of backyard fighting. So I don't see how it's not relevant.
Overruled.
I don't believe there's any foundation for a plate fight.
I'm attempting to life.
Overruled. Answer the question, man. Did you ever have a fight with him before?
Yes,
Okay, so you had engaged in that behavior, right? Play fight.
yes,
And that was just that was a loving interaction. That wasn't some kind of abuse or something that went in those interactions, correct?
first interaction,
Your play fights in the past.
yes.
Okay.
Guess what? Guess what?
Yeah, we engaged in plate fights.
And yes, it was a loving interaction during those times.
Yes,
Okay. And so this play fight, you actually thought he was joking, correct?
at first, yes,
And you got upset because you tripped on those bricks. Isn't that correct? Hurt your leg.
I didn't trip on the bricks, I was throwing into the bricks.
Do you think the play fight went too rough?
I didn't want to fight him at all that day.
Your Honor, the way he phrased that question, he assumed something that is not, again, the
I
chance.
agree. Sustained answer stricken. Rephrase.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask this now. Are you sure that my client wasn't play fighting that day with you and
Yeah.
things just went a little too rough? Okay. Well, why do you say that?
Because he told me he wanted to fight me. And then he aggressively leapt at me.
What did he normally say to you when you guys were having play fights before?
I don't know.
Okay. After the backyard fight incident, did you call 911 and report an assault that day?
No,
In fact, you walked into his home, correct?
after that fight, I did walk into his home to clean the blood off my leg, yes.
But didn't you testify that you didn't want to walk into his house that day? You were afraid, that's why you went in the backyard?
Yes,
So you were less afraid of him and willing to go in the house after he physically assaulted you? Is that your testimony?
well, there was no running water outside to clean the blood off my leg, so I went into his house.
Why didn't you call 911 and get assistance, report the crime and get an EMS?
The injury did not require EMS.
And in fact, you actually asked for a ride home, correct?
Yes, because that's how I got there.
You got Uber on your phone?
No,
You don't know how to call Uber?
no,
Okay, so did you feel trapped there?
somewhat, yes.
Okay. So you thought, why didn't you just walk down the street and call police?
Because I really don't like the government being involved in my life.
Okay. Okay. Ma'am, isn't it true that your current, was your current boyfriend here with you in court today?
Yeah, objection, Your Honor.
Who cares? Why is that relevant?
Well, I was trying to get the identity of that gentleman. I guess.
He said his name on record. I believe he said it was Christopher English.
Okay. And Christopher.
Is that his name?
Yes.
And Christopher English, ma'am, isn't it true you called 911 to report that he was going to my client's house to kill him?
Yes,
Okay. And that was a matter of days before you made the police report against my client, isn't that correct?
no,
Okay, when was that in relation to when did you do that before you made the police report against my client, the last police report in this city?
I don't know which police report you're talking about, I only filed two.
Okay, you filed one in this city on November 12th, is that correct? Or there, or is
You're
that
talking about in Trenton, right?
Trent?
Is that right? Is that when you filed the one in Trenton, November 12th?
Both of them.
Well,
Okay.
didn't you file a police report in Allen Park before too?
No,
I thought you testified earlier that the detective told you you'd have to file a police report.
I put all of the information in the one police report that I filed.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, the first,
And then the Trenton Police Department told me that I would have to follow up with the Allen Park Police Department if I wanted to file a civil injury suit or something. That's what Allen Park, or they told, Trenton told me that I would have to go to Allen Park if I wanted to file.
Good enough.
what was the date roughly on the first police report you filed?
I wanna say May 17th, 2025.
So May 17th, and just to be clear, after that police report and after that PPO, you voluntarily invited my client to your house twice, correct?
To retrieve his property, yes.
Okay. And you voluntarily went over his house, when this backyard fight happened, what month was that?
I believe it was June or July.
So after you had already filed the police report in May, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And then you didn't file a police report about this assault. You were told by the Trenton Police that you would need to file one in Allen Park, is that correct?
yes,
But you did.
yes.
And then when was the last police report you made? Do you remember?
I don't remember the exact date, no.
Okay, do you remember if it's before or after you called the police and told them your boyfriend at the time was going to my client's house to kill him?
I believe it was before.
So you made the police report before that?
I think so.
And what had made you file the police report that day?
The police report with Trenton that he was stalking, you're talking about.
Yeah. You know what, Judge, I'll withdraw my question, no further question.
Okay, any redirect?
So just to take back to the day you went to Angelina, now Allen Park. Why did you choose to go out with that? He asked me to talk. And I wanted to understand. And at some point after that, that was the day that you went back to his backyard, correct? Yes. Is that the day? Okay. And, after you had fought on the ground, did you then want to leave? Yes. And at some point when you were fighting, did you tell him to stop? Yes. And were you afraid when you were fighting? Yes. And him take you on that day. It was the easiest option. That's how I got there. My injuries did not require EMS. I cleaned up my own blood. I've been in fights before. Now, and then taking you back to the day, where you had asked him to go retrieve his property. He went to retrieve his property at your house after the Sonic incident. I'm just trying to think on the bridge. So when you were at your home after Sonic, initially, you had, did you in fact ask him to go to your home? That day.
Objection, Judge, asked the answer to the affirmative.
I just want to lay a foundation for what I'm going to ask him just briefly. So did you ask him to follow you home that day? To retrieve his property after Sonic? I did not ask him to follow me. I asked him to meet me there. To meet you. And, but at some point while he was there.
That's your,
Yes. And. Yeah.
ma'am, what aspects of this whole thing made you feel embarrassed? I think it's clear that the poster did, correct? Harassed or embarrassed, or terrorized or frightened or threatened. Which of those? You said the poster did, right?
Yes.
Anything else?
Yes, Richard put me on several websites for being paid for sex. He put me on Craigslist. I put all of this evidence in to the Trenton Police Department.
All right.
He
You know,
put my house for sale online. He put pictures of me on the internet, not clothed, and
he put pictures of you on the internet, not clothed? Okay. Any other questions?
Well, I have a question, Judge. I wasn't provided that in discovery.
Is that true? Do you have that?
I don't have that. I have it. It's in this folder.
Judge, at that point, I'd asked if he's stricken. I've never been.
Well,
Your Honor, discovery is ongoing. This is something that I just heard today. and we'd be happy to provide any defense.
Jeez.
Again, discovery is ongoing. You should testify to it without any or hiding anything or purposely.
I'll give you a few minutes to take a recess and gather your thoughts if you want to inquire about that and look at the photo or what have you. I mean, you should have provided it. If you guys got it today, you should have given it to them before the exams.
I did not know about it until right now. The OIC did not go into safety.
Well, if you want to ask her questions, Mr. Quartz, I'll be happy to take a recess. I mean, it's getting late in the day here, but I'll be happy to do that for you.
Judge, I guess if I can just ask a foundation question, I can get the thing later, if I may.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Ma'am, this illicit photo that was posted on the internet, did my client directly give that photo to tell you that he posted it?
Directly? He was the only, no, he didn't say that directly. He was the only person that had that photo.
Was the photo on your phone?
Yes.
Okay, so technically, you had the photo as well, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Did your boyfriend that was upset at my client ever have access to your cell phone?
No.
Okay. Where was that photo posted?
About 10 different websites, including Amore Day, Trist. I don't remember the name of all the websites, but I have a folder with them.
And what date and time is that posted, do you know?
Mid-November.
Mid-November. No further questions.
All right. Call your, you don't have any follow-up, do you, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
You can step down. Call your next witness. Do you have one? People move to bind over?
Yes, Your
You
Honor.
agree this is a fact question, right, Mr. Quartz?
Judge, I don't for the following reasons, I understand if the court eventually disagrees. There has to be two unconsistent contacts. The things that no unconsistent contacts were presented that would meet the level of two non-continuous contacts that.
Certain contacts here, and I'm gonna let you, look, it's been a long day and I'm not even gonna, there were certain things, right? There's no question in my mind, at least the fact question exists as to whether or not he put these items online as her being a sex worker. There's no question that based, at least a factual issue as to whether or not he did it by putting her photo on the internet. There's no question that he threw the vibrator on her front lawn. So you've got posters, you got blind postings as her separately that she's a sex worker, separate postings that show that she's in the nude and a photo that he only had and she only had, and And so based on all that, I don't think there's any question, but that question as to whether or not aggravated stalking occurred. There's prior conviction. You're gonna take back, did you have that Mark Peoples one?
Which one?
Which one?
I believe the way was marked as people's. They were register of action.
Yeah, I think I had you handed up here. I just want to make sure you get it back. Yes, yes, we got the exhibits marked. There's a factual issue here as to whether or not that she was harassed and as to whether a reasonable person would feel harassed. I don't think there's any question that any woman is going to be mortified if you start putting out on the internet things about them being a sex worker, them nude, and then providing posters all over the Downriver area as to other activities. So I'm binding her over January 27th at 9:50,000, 10% bond was posted. Any objection to continuation of that? And I'll go ahead and continue the bond. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you.
What started as a complicated courtroom hearing quickly turned into a dramatic debate over stalking allegations, online harassment, and whether there was enough evidence to move a serious criminal case forward. The case centered on accusations that a man repeatedly harassed a woman through online activity, unwanted contact, and public postings. During cross-examination, the defense attempted to challenge the credibility of the allegations by pointing out that the two individuals continued communicating after some of the reported incidents. The defense argued that certain meetings and conversations were voluntary and questioned whether some interactions could truly be considered unwanted contact. But prosecutors painted a very different picture. The complainant testified that she felt embarrassed, frightened, and harassed by a series of actions that allegedly included online postings, flyers, and other conduct directed toward her. She told the court that she wanted answers about why these things were happening, but that did not mean she welcomed the behavior itself. According to her testimony, the ongoing incidents caused significant emotional distress and fear. As the hearing continued, the judge carefully listened to both sides. The defense argued that there was insufficient evidence of the repeated unwanted contacts required by law. Prosecutors responded that the totality of the alleged conduct should be considered, including online posts, flyers, and other actions that allegedly targeted the complainant. The central question was whether a reasonable person would feel harassed or intimidated by the conduct described in court. Then came the ruling. After reviewing the testimony and evidence, the judge concluded that there was enough evidence to move the case forward. The court found that factual questions existed regarding the alleged harassment and determined those issues should ultimately be decided at a later stage of the criminal process. As a result, the defendant was formally bound over for further proceedings, and the existing bond conditions remained in place. The judge also made a powerful observation before ending the hearing. He stated that most people would be deeply disturbed if private images were posted online, or if false information about them were